just don't feel right playing around with the gadgets and games here when there are robots to rescue. Please, let's start a mission. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Magicians used to be in charge of curing the sick. If you were sick, you had magic performed on you to make you healthy again. Today, if you get sick, you go to the doctor, not to the magician. Thank goodness times have changed. When you get sick, the role of a doctor is to figure out what's wrong with you and then prescribe the treatment necessary to get you better. What's the role of a nurse?
Since the thing that never fails to make me feel better is cake and ice cream, I guess that's what nurses give their patients. Ice cream and cake. Medicine like that makes you feel better instantly.
That's exactly right, Polly. There's nothing better when you're very sick than chocolate cake a la mode. Polly thinks you help sick people by giving them dessert. What a disaster. People will be trying to get sick just so they could go to the hospital and get ice cream and cake. What about people who really are sick? We gotta stop her. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Cool your pits, Hotley. Here's the situation. I've sent the robot doctor, Dr. Bugbot, back in time. If you want to find the good doctor, you'd better locate these 4 clues. A baby bottle, a lamp, a tablespoon, and a bar of soap.
Not Dr. Bugbot. If I get a computer virus, he's the only one who can get the bugs out of my program. Oh, we better get a move on, quick. Shh, I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hit a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. You must like art. Remember, click on the machine to look through the virtual collection, or click on the painting gallery to create your own masterpiece.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it, not like Polly, always creating a mess.
Yes, there's a clue in the virtual collection. Let's check it out.
Well, Botley, maybe you're smarter than you look. I have hidden one of the mission clues inside Daddy's virtual collection. What you have to do is figure out which of his great works of art I hid it in.
Give us a hint, Polly.
Aye, matey, there's a storm a-brewin'. Hold on to the poop deck, and I'll give you your clue.
Captain Blah is referring to a landscape painting of a stormy sea.
Polly hid the mission clue in a painting, so we have to display the right work of art. Can you give us a clue?
You're looking for a landscape painting of a stormy sea.
Now choose the correct category, then select one of the professor's works of art to view it on the digital display.
This landscape painting of a stormy sea is really a seascape, not a landscape. A violent storm tosses a lonely ship. Crazy fish swim in a choppy sea. The light looks like fire and the sea is black as ink. In this seascape, the English painter J.M.W. Turner tells the story of a ship that transported slaves. Could it be that cosmic catastrophe threatens the ship because of the evil nature of its mission?
No. I interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this.
I can't believe her. Just when you think you've finished a mission, she throws another obstacle at us. No problem. You can figure this one out.
This is a math puzzle. Match each equation with the number that makes it correct.
Now grab the clue and we're out of here. Fantastic! Stand back now while I sense the place out. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not getting any clue readings here. Let's check out another floor. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Great! I've got a strong reading in the professor's biosphere. Ah, and there's another clue in the shrinking machine room. I'm picking up a mission clue vibe from the biosphere. We've got to get in there and seek it out. Moment of truth time. Click on the launch button if you want to launch an explorer. Okay, now we can navigate the explorer around the biosphere by watching it on this monitor. Click on the monitor for a closer look. Beneath the professor's biosphere again. We have to get to the surface and fast. No rush with this one, Botley. Take time to smell the roses. Which animal can see colors very clearly? A bat, a butterfly, or... Oh, so close, but not right. Maybe this animal should just wear golf clothes, huh, Botley? Which type of animal sometimes has bright wings to advertise how bad it tastes? A parrot, a grasshopper, or a moth? Just a lucky guess. Don't scowl, Botley. This'll be over soon. The cries of which animal can be heard a mile away? A mule, a howler monkey, a linsang. That was way too easy. If you can't answer this, then a pox on you. Which animal is also known as a locust? A butterfly, a moth, a grasshopper? Big deal, you got one right. These questions are obviously too easy. I'll have to make them tougher. Which animal doesn't know how to fly? A flying squirrel, a hummingbird, or a seagull? Everyone knows that. Try this one, sucker. Which animal has suction cups on its feet for climbing trees? A flying fish, a zebra, a tree frog? Which animal has suction cups on its feet for climbing trees? A flying fish, a zebra, a tree frog? Yeah, so you got it right.
sifted. A copy in rock of a prehistoric insect. This is a fossil. Found. Lays eggs in water. Suction cups on feet for climbing rainforest trees. This is a tree frog.
Hey, nice landing. Click on a key on the console to open the box. All right, you snagged that clue. Put it in your inventory so we can continue this mission. I'm picking up a clue reading in the shrinking machine room. Now we're back at Shrink-O-Matic.
So, do you want to know about something?
Yeah. So I hid a mission clue in one of the specimens. Still, you'll never find it unless you can figure out this hint. Egbert plays ping pong with the eggs laid by this specimen.
What? Harm my baby's babies? Perish the thought.
Don't forget Polly's hint. Which specimen lays eggs that look like ping pong balls?
Sea turtle. Sea turtles live in warm ocean water. Since they don't have teeth, they swallow food whole. Sea turtle eggs look exactly like ping pong balls.
Do you think that's the right specimen? If so, just click on the microscope on the floor.
Happy trails!
Oh my! You're pretty good at this, so let's get the show on the road. I won't last more than 10 rounds in here, so you have to work quick. We found it! Just pick up the clue and add it to the inventory. Let's move on. There's no mission clue here. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys. Fantastic! The robot made it through the maze. You are some slick programmer. Just put the clue in the inventory and let's beat a path out of this place. All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. Since we need more points, why don't we play a game on this floor while we're here? That was the last of Polly's mission clues, but we'll never be able to work the time machine if we don't get some more invention points. We need 1,000 total. We need more juice! Just put the correct batteries in place! Terrific! Now on to ring number 2. Wow, that was fast! Now hold on tight! Wasn't that cool? That was some jolt! We've got 100% energy now, so let's go save the world! That was the last of Polly's mission clue. Looks like the door is locked again. We'll have to figure out the password to open it. Hey, Beethoven!
I'm not totally deaf, you know. Just let me know if you need a few pointers. $1.
Hey, way to go!
Nickel.
Man, you're really moving!
Penny.
Hey, way to go!
Dime.
Well, you got all the words. Now to unscramble the password. Easier said than done.
Yes, the password is money.
Hey, you got us in the door. Let's go. They say music soothes the savage beast. That was the last of Polly's mission clues, but we'll never be able to work the time machine if we don't get some more invention points. Of course, the door's still locked, but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
Oh, please hurry. I'm faint with hunger.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. We've got everything we need to complete this mission. And since time is of the utmost importance, let's get to the time machine. We should go to the time machine to complete this mission. We've got everything we need. Take a deep breath and click on the time machine door back there.
things are going well. We're back at mission control. But before we do anything else, we need to use the Wheel of Invention. Applause! Applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
Time for a fun-filled episode of Hollywood Squares with me, Monty Monitor. Answer all the questions correctly, and you, yes you, will be whisked to the past to save poor Dr. Bugbot and thwart Polly's plan. Ha ha! Let's begin! Your first clue is a baby bottle, and it will lead you to what this mission is all about. Baby bottles were invented as a convenient way to feed babies nutritious food. Nutritious food increases the baby's chances of living a long life. Today, the average baby can expect to live for how many years? Right! The average life expectancy has increased over time, thanks to things like better nutrition and cleaner drinking water. Advances in which field of science have contributed most to people living longer? Correct! Ha ha! Advances in medicine have helped to wipe out many of history's most deadly diseases. But medicine isn't only a science. It's also something you take when you're sick. Who in the hospital makes sure you take the medicine you need to get better? That's right! Ha ha ha! Nurses make sure patients get the medicine that doctors prescribe. People have always cared for the sick, but nursing wasn't always considered a profession.
Aha! Polly sent Dr. Bugbot back to the time when the profession of nursing was first established. Keep going, you're doing great.
Your second clue is a lamp. It will tell you who in history first established the profession of nursing. Electric lamps like this one made it much easier to work and play at night. When lamps were invented about 100 years ago, everyone wanted one, so electricity soon became common in people's homes. What is it called when lamps and electrical appliances go out all over town? You're right! A blackout occurs when the source that brings electricity to homes stops working. This often happens during a storm when power lines are damaged. What does light often symbolize for people? Right! When darkness becomes light, people usually feel hope. Hope is a good feeling about the future. What famous woman in history was called Lady of the Lamp because she offered hope to people? Correct! Florence Nightingale was a famous nurse who walked from hospital bed to hospital bed with a lamp. That's why people called her Lady of the Lamp. She also opened the first college for nurses and invented the profession of nursing.
Excellent! Florence Nightingale is the person in history we need to find. Dr. Bugbot, we're almost on our way.
The third clue is a tablespoon. It will lead you to the time in history when the profession of nursing was established. People have been using spoons for thousands of years. The first spoons were made out of clay, wood, and sometimes even bones. But modern tablespoons were invented only 240 years ago. If the doctor tells you to take 1 tablespoon of medicine every day, 1 tablespoon is the exact amount you should take. What's the general name for an exact amount of medicine? Right! A prescribed amount of a drug is called a dose. Medicines are drugs that help us get better when we're ill. But not all drugs are used for curing the sick. A dose of what drug helps put patients to sleep before surgery? Yes! Before anesthetics were invented, operations were incredibly painful. People had to get their teeth pulled while they were wide awake. They felt everything. Oh, my! The first operation using an anesthetic was performed in 1842. On which date were you most likely to get an anesthetic before an operation? You got it! By 1860, anesthetics became widely available. 1860 also marks the year when Florence Nightingale started the world's first college of nursing.
Excellent! 1860, here we come.
Your last clue is a bar of soap. The bar of soap will lead you to where in the world professional nursing was invented. Bars of soap used to be so expensive, almost nobody could afford to wash their hands with soap. Too bad, because washing your hands with soap is one of the best ways to help avoid getting sick. Why is it so important to wash your hands with soap? Good! Germs are invisible to the naked eye, so doctors didn't even know they existed until 150 years ago. But soon after germs were discovered, doctors realized that they could cause illness. Today, doctors give us shots to make us immune to some of the diseases caused by germs. What are these shots called? Excellent! The first vaccine was invented over 100 years ago in a country that had the largest empire the world has ever known. The people of this world empire were exposed to a world of germs, and that made vaccines especially necessary. The country where the first vaccine was invented also controlled the largest empire in history. Which country was that? Jolly good! During the 1800s, England was so rich and powerful it could afford to improve medicine and public health. It was also in England where the profession of nursing was established by Florence Nightingale.
Hip, hip, cheerio! We've done it! We've got all the information we need to find Dr. Bugbot. Before we take this trip back in time, can I just tell you how amazing I think you are? That said, grab the time key and let's move out. Ready for another ride? Click on me then. Hold on. Hey, it's visiting hours in England. Let's go watch Florence Nightingale as she makes her rounds. The Lady of the Lamp is inventing the profession of nursing. Better watch out, Florence Nightingale. Dr. Bugbot's got a prescription for disaster. He wants to feed your patients ice cream and cake. Oh no! The Lady of the Lamp didn't hear us. Hit the recall button. Alright, saving the world sure makes a robot hungry. Too bad the doctor didn't bring the ice cream back with him. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. Back at the robot roost, and we've added another robot to the collection. Another robot safe at home. I bet you think you're the smartest little robot in the world now, don't you, Gutley? Well, you're not as smart as I am, and I'm gonna make the next mission so tough you'll beg to be taken to the scrap heap. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. There's plenty of cool things to do on this floor, but unless we're on a mission, it all seems pretty pointless to me. Click on the inventory to start a mission.